Hi there, and welcome back to another adventure with Green Pixie. Today we will be creating a waterfall that is sure to impress not only your friends but everyone in your Minecraft world. Before we begin, we need to find a mountain that not only has a view, but can also be seen from miles away. It is important to remember, besides having a view from above, you also want everybody from below to see you, from every direction. It seems that Pixie has found a mountain that may fit all the criteria for a beautiful and majestic flowing waterfall. While scanning the area, we must visualize where the water will fall from, as it will function not only as a beautiful scene from far away, but also provide a source of water to people below. For this reason, you should pat yourself on the back for thinking about beauty, as well as other people's needs. Judging by the way that regular farm animals have inhabited this mountain, it shows the soil is fertile and prime for a waterfall. This will be perfect. We want to choose blocks that are visually appealing for our foundation and riverbank walls. They must also be durable enough to withstand the harsh elements that nature will throw at us. Before placing our river base, we need to survey the area so that we can make an educated decision as to where the water will fall off. Wow, just look at that view. It's as though fate has summoned us here. It's at this point where I get that tingling sensation that Mother Nature is as excited as we are to give her a makeover. We are now ready to break soil and form what will be our riverbed. Pixie will begin to form a shape that will appear as though nature carved it out over many millennia through natural desedimentation. Yes, that is a word. Feel free to look it up. Notice how Pixie's mind zones into the process of reconstructing nature's irregular design patterns in a matter of mere seconds. This is a skill that is only acquired through many years of experience and a true understanding of naturalistic phenomenon. We are ready to add the river base as we use a pre-painted mossy cobblestone block to really give our river that natural feel. It is important to mention that you should always confirm with your state whether a waterfall is necessary or even wanted, before you commence construction. As we are miles away from civilization, we are freely able to demonstrate to you how one is constructed whilst beautifying nature at the same time. For the riverbank edges, Pixie has chosen a mixture of two types of stone as his mind is complex that way. Once again, we use some more of that pre-painted mossy stone to give the illusion that this river has been here for eternity. Some people may think it's unauthentic to use painted moss. They remind me that it also pollutes the water. I just tell them that it doesn't kill everyone, and that natural selection will decide their fate. As Mother Nature smiles down on us, we need to complete the river's bank edge. It's all starting to piece together like when you do the outside edges of a jigsaw puzzle, before you do the center. The only difference really is that this is a puzzle that we will actually complete. Once the edges meet our peak satisfaction levels, we are ready to add the water, and watch how this mountain springs to life. Did you see what I did there? Even though I told Pixie to keep this build simple, he decided that it was not enough and that he needed to make it feel more like his home. By adding an additional water feature, we cross the realms between super design and intergalactic planetary intergalactic design, which are light years apart. This is what makes Pixie so unique from most species, as he has the ability to look beyond infinity as illustrated in this edition. Even I struggle to keep up. It's just incredible, but I am glad that you and I can experience this moment together. Pixie will now even build what he terms as a farm, from where he is from. This is the staple diet that Pixie and all of his kind eat, which gives them the powers to break the boundaries of the common lackluster designer, as well as finding quantum interdimensional solitary peace. It is the secret food type that most people in this world need to eat, despite which end of the political seesaw you are sitting on. For example, dreamers can dream more, and people who don't dream will start dreaming. The world will be a happier place and people will put things like Twitter down and cheer up. In Pixie's world, it also works as repellent that keeps the trolls away. Unfortunately, as for the rest of the world, trolls are running rampant, and soon it will be too late for people to find happiness in coexistence. If you ask me, I find it funny how mushrooms need next to nothing to grow and become beautiful. Yet people who have everything that they ever wanted, become self-absorbed and ugly. Whoops, I must apologize if things got a bit deep there. Now that Pixie has made what appears to be his castle, it deserves nothing less than a throne, where he can gaze upon the world below. It will also act as a crowning point to remind any nearby villagers, if there are any nearby, that it was Green Pixie who created such a glorious waterfall that brought them running water and provided life to what will be fruitful crops. Not only that, but it will also be a place to sit. With being at such a high altitude, it is very hot and it doesn't make it easy to breathe as the air quality is very poor. It is also very difficult when you have animals constantly walking in your way as you build, but, we must remember, that they were here first. As you may have noticed, we are using a combination of stairs and trapdoors to make a throne. This technique was used by the ancient Egyptian civilization, who had a strange obsession for structures using a lot of stairs and trapdoors. As the civilization advanced through time, they decided to combine the stairs from the pyramids they built, and the trapdoors they used in their tombs, to create this exact replica of King Tutankhamun's throne. For the final finishing touches, we need to add trees to the area that will not only look good, but also aid in the production of much needed oxygen to the area. We will be using a tree that is alien to this area as we want it to stick out like a sore thumb, to differentiate it from the rest of the natural surroundings. It will also be a visual reminder of our good deeds to far-off distant villages. As these trees will take years to grow, we will use magical fairy dust to speed up the process. Be careful not to use too much fairy dust, as the plants may OD, which has an unbelievable effect that is difficult to describe. It seems that Pixie has grown attached to the surrounding natural wildlife, so he has decided to keep them as his pets. They also seem to like him very much, as it was evident through their incessant presence as Pixie tried to build. By feeding the alpha male of each species type, he will return the favor with love and the rest of the herd will follow. By doing this, they will now act as killer guardians, and destroy any strangers that attempt to trespass or vandalize the area. Finally, we can add any plantation that will not only add an appealing look and feel to our masterpiece, but it will also attract other wildlife, which will in turn create a natural ecosystem that will flourish. These lily pads will attract a very rare type of mountain bullfrog, which is only found in high altitudes and waterfall riverbeds of high class. This should be easy. We will also add various types of flowers, even if they are not suitable for this type of atmospheric condition. Who knows, maybe they will alter their natural biochemistry to adapt and live, alternately they will just die, but at least we tried. Wow, look at that. It looks amazing. It is now a good time to make a final decision as to which side the water will exit. This side of the mountain will be ideal, as the angle to velocity ratio is near perfect for water flow. This is important as it generates a frequency that triggers endomorphins in the human brain. We will use explosives to create our exit point. This will ensure an immediate equal disbursement, as the water exits the top of the mountain, to create maximum impact to the ground below. In the process, the impact will create what will be a start to a beautiful river that will begin its journey to far-off villages that require much needed water. As we set the explosives off, we can stand back and witness in blissful wonderment, how 10 trillion liters of water, will majestically dance down the cliff in delight and splendorment, triggering our endomorphins, as we watch the water, fall to the... Wait. What the... Oh dear. What have we done? At least the houses are still standing. I'm sure they will be fine. Whoops. Thank you all for watching. Please share, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.